Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Welcome to the graduation ceremony at the University of Akron. Please take a moment now to identify the nearest exit to you so you can safely exit the building if it should become necessary to do so. Out of respect for the dignity of this ceremony, we ask that you turn off your cell phone, pager, or other personal communication or entertainment devices. Please refrain from using personal communication devices during the ceremony. Thank you for your cooperation and understanding of this request. Our graduation ceremony will begin in a few moments.
Candidates, please be seated. Mr. President, the candidates are assembled.
Good morning, everyone. Today we are gathered in formal convocation with graduates in the areas of arts and sciences, polymer science and polymer engineering, and military science to celebrate the 216th commencement exercises of the University of Akron. Will you please rise and join Catherine Miller in the singing of our national anthem?
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, see, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to extend a most cordial welcome to all who have joined us for this 216th commencement ceremonies of the University of Akron. The fall class of 2015 consists of 1,441 candidates from 27 states and 23 countries. This group includes 50 candidates for doctoral degrees, 39 for Juris Doctor degrees, 304 for master's degrees, 896 for bachelor's degrees, and 212 for associate degrees. Welcome, graduates, and welcome to the parents, to the spouses, relatives, and friends who have helped make this day possible. Thank you all for being here today. We will begin with a few important introductions. First and foremost, we are joined by representatives of our more than 700 distinguished faculty, including this ceremony's Grand Marshal, Director of School of Family and Consumer Sciences, Dr. Virginia Gunn. Will our faculty behind me please rise? We are honored to have with us members of the Board of Trustees of the University of Akron. I'd ask that they stand as I call their names and remain standing. We hold our applause until all have been introduced. First, the Vice Chair of our board, Mrs. Jennifer E. Blickel of Akron. Vice Chair, Mr. Roland H. Bauer of Silver Lake. Mr. Warren L. Wolford of Akron. Mrs. Olivia P. DeMoss of Richfield. Dr. Alfred V. Giraldo of Akron. And student trustee, Mr. Darnell D. Davis, Jr. of Akron. We likewise are honored to have two distinguished public servants with us today. The Honorable Frank LaRose of the Ohio Senate and the Honorable Nicholas Celebrezzi from the Ohio House of Representatives. Now, please join me in greeting our trustees and our special guest. University of Akron administration is also represented today by several members of the leadership team around me. Would members of the administrative staff please stand at this time and be recognized? Thank you for being here today. Now I'd like to ask Mr. Roland Bauer, the Vice Chair of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, to extend greeting on behalf of the board. Mr. Bauer.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning. On behalf of the University of Akron's Board of Trustees, I offer a warm welcome to our guests, and especially to the Fall 2015 graduating class. Graduates, you are the sole reason why this university exists, and we thank you for entrusting us with your higher education. You had many options from which to choose, and we sincerely hope that your Akron experience has proven that you chose wisely. In addition to conveying our gratitude, we want you to know that we appreciate and applaud your accomplishments here. Through great effort and perseverance, you have seized opportunities to broaden and sharpen your thinking, expand your worldview, attain professional and personal growth, and become educated citizens. Now you will have more and greater opportunities to thrive, to contribute, and to serve. My fellow trustees and I wish that the journey awaiting you will be filled with good health, good fortune, and continued success, and will, from time to time, lead you back here to your alma mater. We are honored to join with your families, friends, and faculty in celebrating this important milestone. Congratulations, and in closing, on behalf of the board, I want to wish our graduates and their families and all of our guests a joyous and peaceful holiday.
Ladies and gentlemen, this morning's address to the graduates will be delivered by Summit County Executive, Mr. Russell Pry. He oversees a budget of nearly $500 million and has authority over almost every aspect of county government, from administrative services to the medical examiner's office. Mr. Pry is a graduate of the University of Akron School of Law, class of 1984. His full biography is provided in your program, so allow me to share with you just a few highlights of his distinguished career. A lifelong resident of Summit County, Mr. Pry is devoted to promoting regional economic development. He has served as Summit County Executive for more than 8 years, working with city and state officials to ensure that major employers like Goodyear and Bridgestone America remained in Akron, thereby keeping thousands of jobs in the region. Through his good efforts, services to citizens have been enhanced while governmental redundancies were eliminated and tax dollars saved. Mr. Pry also led the effort to create First Things First, a highly successful early childhood initiative that involved the participation of more than 53 agencies. Graduates, please give your attention to this highly accomplished and successful alumnus. Mr. Pry, will you please step forward and address the graduates?
Thank you, Dr. Scarborough, for that kind introduction. Dr. Scarborough, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty and administration, parents and friends, honored guests, and graduates, thank you for inviting me to speak today. I am a proud alumnus of this university, so I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to brag a little bit about this fine institution. July 4th, 1871 was recorded as one of Akron's grandest celebrations. It was the day of the cornerstone laying ceremony of Buchtel College. Since that day, the university has had a rich history of philanthropic giving, historic events, and a few surprises. I was very surprised when I read that the University of Akron football team beat the Ohio State University. Granted, it was 1894, but a win is a win. President Lyndon B. Johnson was the first sitting president to visit our campus in 1964, and Zippy was officially declared our mascot in 1953. Today, the university has about 25,000 students representing 44 U.S. states and 88 foreign countries. The students make up a culturally diverse group from a broad economic spectrum. You should feel very proud that today you will join the ranks of over 154,000 living alumni from 123 countries and all 50 states. The University of Akron takes great pride in its history and greater pride in its graduates. This is a very special morning. It is a day that many of you have focused on for the past several years, maybe even longer. I am sure there are families here today that have dreamed of this day since the day you were born. There are also families here today trying to figure out how you grew up so fast when it seems you were just learning to walk a few years ago. Some of you today are graduating summa cum laude, some are graduating magna cum laude, and some are graduating, thank you, Lottie. Today is the day you receive a degree that will open doors to many successful and rewarding experiences. The day you begin one of the most important chapters of your life. The day you reach one of your biggest goals and realize one of your career dreams. Today, may your accomplishment bring you good fortune and individual pride. Just to show you what a big deal it is that you are sitting here this morning, let me share a statistic I recently read. In the last decade, approximately 20 million students enroll in American colleges and universities each year. Of those students, only 56% graduate with their degree within 6 years. That makes each of you a very special statistic and one that I am sure makes your families very proud. I remember well the day I graduated from college. I was the first member of my college of my family to receive a college degree. And that graduation took place about 10 miles from here at another university that also has blue and gold colors. Yeah, I know. Having degrees from both Kent State and the University of Akron makes it tough on who to root for in sporting events. However, I was very happy this year that the Zips took the wagon wheel from the Flashes. I was fortunate that I knew from a young age that I wanted to be a lawyer, and the University of Akron School of Law was my pathway to my dreams. I worked a full-time job, went to school, worked some more, went to school, and I won't lie, I had a little bit of fun in between. While attending law school, I worked for our area Congressman John Seiberling. Congressman Seiberling was responsible for the creation of the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. The congressman was a very dedicated and hardworking man. John had a saying on his desk that I keep in mind often and try to practice. And that saying was, "It is amazing what you can accomplish when you don't worry about who gets the credit." My experiences both as an attorney and as an elected official have certainly benefited in following that advice. And finally, I graduated from law school, passed the bar, and was lucky enough to land a job. At that point, I realized that even with 2 degrees, I was still learning, still meeting teachers along the way, and still being given tests that I could either pass or fail. And these were not tests on paper. These were real-life tests with real people and lasting consequences. Along your career path, you too will meet people or teachers who will make a difference in your life. They will teach you how to act or how not to act. They will show you the right way to do something or the wrong way to do something. And they will motivate you or manipulate you. These early lessons are very important as they will define your lifelong reputation. I enjoyed practicing law in this community for over 20 years. The education that I received at the law school here prepared me very well for that profession. I was also fortunate to have numerous mentors that taught me good practices, good manners, and to be humble in all of my dealings. The practice of law involved adversarial proceedings. That means someone will win and someone will lose. And I've often said, I won some of the cases I never thought I could win, and lost some I never thought I could lose. How you deal with adversity that you may encounter during your career will also define you as a person. 8.5 years ago, a set of circumstances came about that led me on a new career path as an elected public official. I believe that the reputation I built practicing law helped me to become Summit County's 4th county executive. I think often about the lessons I learned practicing law and the lessons that I learned from good mentors and how fortunate I was to be able to earn a law degree at this fine institution. I have a quote on my desk from Benjamin Franklin. "To be humble to superiors is duty, to equals courtesy, to subordinates nobleness. Always find the time to say thank you. Remember where you came from and go back often to recharge. Have fun and laugh and cry. Give back to your family and friends, your community, and your school. Keep your word. And when you have to present a problem to your boss, offer a solution at the same time. As you prepare to move on today, remember your classmates. You shared in so many common experiences and memories, and you will continue to share experiences as you move to new communities. You'll start new lives, make new friends, and create your own families. And yes, from time to time, you will share in disappointments. Having your friends and family near will add the balance and gravity needed to be successful in whatever field you choose. In today's world, you'll want to jump in fast and keep moving. And if by chance you stumble or fall, you have friends and family that will pick you up, clean you up, and put you put your feet back on the ground. Congratulations, graduates. Now go conquer the world. Thank you.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains' majesties, above the fruited plain. America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for patriot dream that sees beyond the years. Thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you, Catherine. I now invite Provost Sherman to come forward as we proceed with the awarding of degrees.
Ladies and gentlemen, by your presence here today, we know that you understand the value of education as it broadens the knowledge and opportunities of our citizens. Universities also are involved in expanding the base of human knowledge. Our faculty and our students do so by engaging in research and scholarly activity which lead to new discoveries. The students you are about to meet have contributed to this process of knowledge creation. Will the Executive Dean of the Graduate School, Dr. Chan Mitta, please rise? Will the candidates for the Doctor of Philosophy degrees please rise? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled all of the requirements of the graduate school. With the approval of the Executive Dean and graduate faculty, they now are presented to you to receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Congratulations to you all. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you, all that have fulfilled all of the highest requirements of this university, the Doctor of Philosophy degree, with all the rights, the privileges, the duties, and the responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now be vested with the hood of the Doctor of Philosophy and receive an appropriately inscribed diploma.
Doctors of Philosophy, please come forward to receive your diplomas as directed by the University Marshals. We ask the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. From the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Krista Adams, hooded by Dr. Gregory Wilson. Jamie Chapman, hooded by Dr. Stacy Knopfziger. Nicole Rosen, hooded by Dr. Stacy Knopfziger. Daniel Grismer, hooded by Dr. Kevin F. Kern. Sean Liu, hooded by Dr. Colleen Pugh. From the College of Polymer Science and Polymer Engineering, receiving the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Jungwoo Lee, hooded by Dr. Mark D. Sochek. Lei Meng, hooded by Dr. Mark D. Sochek. Patarasai Tangvijit Sakul, hooded by Dr. Mark D. Sochek. Jen Lee, hooded by Dr. Mesfin Tsige. Jing Zhou, hooded by Dr. Mesfin Tsige. Hao Liu, hooded by Dr. William J. Landis. Philip McClellan, hooded by Dr. William J. Landis. Colin Wright, hooded by Dr. Colleen Pugh.
Will the candidates for the master's degree please rise? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of a master's degree program. With the approval of the executive dean and graduate faculty, they are now presented to you to receive an appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Sherman. Congratulations, graduates. Again, exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of your faculty, I now confer upon each of you who's fulfilled all of the requirements of the master's degree, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As evidence of this achievement, you will now receive the appropriate diploma.
Candidates, please come forward as directed by the University Marshals. Again, we ask those of you in the audience to please hold your applause until the last name has been called. From the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, receiving the degree Master of Arts, Tessa Adams. Ebenezer Agbetor. M.D. Riyad Arfan Sarkar. Karen Childers. Iona Kajuknian. Ruth Frame White. Jonathan Hendricks. Jason Kinzel. Receiving the degree Master of Arts in Political Science, Laura Lampert. Receiving the degree Master of Music, Adam Keeler. Ermal Nicola. Aaron Stark. Receiving the degree Master of Public Administration, Antoine Brown. Beth Butler Turner. Michael Collier. Nia Rashi Freeman. David Gressick. Rachel Groff Rice. Natasha McLean. W.D. Pradeepa Samardawakara. Receiving the degree Master of Science, Heather Adams. Khaled Balubaid. Rashmi Binjawadogji. Christopher Brandt. John Breedlove. Daniel Garrett. Helen Hajdak, also receiving cum laude, Bachelor of Arts in Education. Shaylin Hatch. Wandana Rao Kadari. Jonathan Kilgallen. Menshi Lee. Abdulaziz Maghrabi. Janswafdat Mika. Ruthvik Nali Veli. Prachi Patil. Matthew Taylor. Sujith Thota. Andrew Toth. Matthew Watsman. Lin Yang.
It is appropriate at this time that we give special recognition to those graduates who have demonstrated outstanding scholastic achievement in completing an undergraduate degree. On page 14 of your program, you will find an explanation of the criteria for awarding these special designations. Recipients of academic honors are also noted individually in your program. As each group is called, I'd ask that its members please rise and remain standing. And as they do, I ask our audience to take notice of the honors cords, stoles, or medallions worn by these graduates as symbols of their exemplary accomplishments. I'd also ask that you hold your applause until all have been recognized. At this time, will university honors scholars please rise? Will those graduating summa cum laude please rise? Will those graduating magna cum laude please rise? Will those graduating cum laude please rise? Will those graduating with highest distinction, high distinction, or distinction please rise? Will those who have been inducted into collegiate honor societies also please rise? In addition to these scholars, we recognize those who have served our nation. Will candidates who are veterans of the armed forces please rise? Congratulations to all. Please be seated. Now we will proceed with the conferral of undergraduate degrees. Dr. Sherman.
Will graduating ROTC cadets please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate curricula of the University of Akron. With the approval of the faculty, they now are presented to you to receive the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Sherman. Exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon the recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who have fulfilled all of the requirements of the appropriate degree, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. As our cadets come forward, I want to share some of our proud heritage of the ROTC on our campus. The program has been regarded as an integral part of the university, a respected academic department that provides strong leadership and management courses and offers a minor in military science. Today, these candidates follow in the steps of a long line of military officers who began their distinguished careers at the University of Akron. Our Reserve Officers Training Corps program dates back to 1919. It's one of the oldest in the country. These cadets have excelled both by earning their bachelor's degrees and by demonstrating the skills required to be commissioned officers in the U.S. Armed Forces. I believe they are well prepared. I know we will all have high expectations for their success, and we are most grateful for their service. Now, candidates, as evidence of your achievements, you will be called to the stage to be commissioned by Lieutenant Colonel Michael Gonzalez, Adjunct Professor of Military Science and Leadership.
From the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Tanner Bleedorn. Second Lieutenant Bleedorn will be assigned to the 53rd Troop Detachment at Camp Smith, New York. From the College of Applied Science and Technology, receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Information Systems, Ferris Parham. Second Lieutenant Parham will be assigned to the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 82nd Airborne Division at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Tanner David Bleedorn,
having been appointed an officer in the Army of the United States. In the grade of second lieutenant, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. President Scarborough now will present the committee certificate.
Will Dr. John Green, Interim Dean of the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, please rise? Will the candidates for the degrees from the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, these students have successfully fulfilled the requirements of one of the undergraduate curricula in their college. With the approval of the dean and faculty, they now are presented to you to receive the appropriate degree.
Thank you, Dr. Sherman. Once again, exercising the authority of the trustees of the University of Akron, legally vested by the people of the state of Ohio, and upon recommendation of our faculty, I now confer upon each of you who has fulfilled all the requirements, the appropriate degree, with all the rights, privileges, duties, and responsibilities of that degree. Would our graduates please be seated for just a moment. Now, candidates, as evidence of your achievements, you will be called to the stage to receive the appropriate diploma. Please follow the directions of the university marshals and proceed unto the stage where you will be greeted by your dean.
In appreciation and respect for all our graduates, we would like you to hold your applause at any acknowledgments of your individual student so that our graduates and their guests are able to hear their names called. From the Buchtel College of Arts and Sciences, receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts, Claudia Aguimong. David Aiken. Summa cum laude, Brianne Angel. Kara Ankney. Shelby Baker. Summa cum laude, Nancy Baresh. Courtney Biken. Cum laude, Jelena Bogdanovic. Tamara Bowles. Cheyenne Boyd. Ryan Bradford. Kayla Brooks. Hunter Bullock. Nicole Campbell. Samantha Castro, also receiving Associate of Arts. Esther Chung. Victoria Cooper. Cum laude, Brandon Costa. Joshua Cox. Mercedes Daler. Whitney Davis. Gary Dodge Jr., Jamie Duran, Sophia Elliott, Samantha Faluco, Jessica Federin, Heather Fikes, Tawny Fisher, also receiving Associate of Arts and Associate of Science. Anthony Gant Jr., Bridget Geiser, Kristen Giaquinto, Hallie Grant, Desiree Green, Charles Gustafson, Hend Habia, summa cum laude Michael Harvey, summa cum laude Caroline Hassa, Matthew Hawkins, Zachariah Hayes, Kirsten Heckel, Thomas Higgins, receiving Bachelor of Arts in 2 disciplines. Robert Hare, Brenda Holland, Ty Hune, Tyler Jordan, Deanna Calba, Ka, summa cum laude Karida Kame, Ziad Kalufi, Aaron Klein, cum laude Katie Kohler, summa cum laude Karis Katolik, cum laude Lauren Kujnar, Michelle Kwiatkowski, Clarissa Lamb, Mandy Lenave, summa cum laude Madeline Lanch, cum laude Amanda Lawson, Jamie Locklear, Christina Lugli, cum laude Rachel Martin, Sarah Martin, Catherine Massey, summa cum laude Rachel Mast, Marissa McGinnis, Stephanie Merchant, Catherine Merrill, Kadim Midjet, Frank Monachino, Joseph Mong, Yasmin Morris, Molly Petkovic, magna cum laude Jason Petch, Caitlin Potter, magna cum laude Kaylee Probonic, Emily Quitter, cum laude Terrence Rabbits, Jordan Ranke, Matthew Renault, Cody Ricci, Deacon Rose, Thomas Santon. Emily Shaw. Dana Schreckengast. Jennifer Schulteis. Justin Sedon. Cum laude Sarah Sekulich. Jacob Simonin. Magna cum laude Sandeep Singh. Samantha Sipe. Parker Smith, receiving Bachelor of Arts in 2 disciplines. Cedric Stevenson, Jr. Bradley Stump. Renuka Suba, Jr. Matthew Sullivan. Cum laude Sarah Sutherland. Magna cum laude Courtney Sfida. David Swirsky. Christopher Thomas. Rachel Thompson. Holly Tomaszewski. Fantasia Triplett. Micah Troya. Kristen Erdelis. Amelia Vaughn. Magna cum laude Laura Vilwak. Montoya Weir. Albert Wenmuth. Summa cum laude Kaylee West. Lisa Withrow. Cum laude Ashley Witt. Adrian Worthy. Summa cum laude Joshua Zabel. Brooke Zager. Cum laude Ashley Zavarelli. Miat Zaw. Cum laude Amanda Zazik. Gerald Zellers. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Business and Organizational Communication, Emily Boyes. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Family and Child Development, Irene Amoka. Lindsay Bittner. Victoria Franco. Magna cum laude Melissa Gilchrist. Cum laude Dawn Greathouse. Sarah Hanselman Myers. Summa cum laude Rebecca Hills. Cum laude Danielle Kern. Emma LaFarciola. Maria Papoto. Shannon Rausch. Magna cum laude Cassandra Starr. Angelina Tersigni. Brittany Thomas. Stephanie Washington.
Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Fashion Merchandising, Tyresha Darby. Megan Duffy. Magna cum laude, Melinda Holben. Deborah Malashewski. Emily McMillan. T. Tran. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interdisciplinary Anthropology, Brooke Carroll. Summa cum laude, Paige Dobbins. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Interior Design, Michelle Jaworski. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Mass Media Communication, Brian Bielko. Magna cum laude, Logan Metcalf. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Multidisciplinary Studies, Monica Collins. Nathan Habe. Nathaniel Huff. Kyle Kowicki. Catherine Pendergrast. Yolanda Richardson. Thomas Rush. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Arts in Theater Arts, cum laude, Kenneth Wilson, Jr. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Fine Arts, Chad Delmont. Magna cum laude, Eric Ford. Carrie Lapachowski, also receiving Bachelor of Arts. Megan Smith. Skylar Webker. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Music, Juliette Antony. Summa cum laude, Daniel Bolin. Cum laude, Mario Buchanan. Michael Corey, Jr. Cum laude, Matthew Edick. Magna cum laude, Mary Catherine Krisman, receiving Bachelor of Music in 2 disciplines. Summa cum laude, Alexander Looney. Brandon Marks. Summa cum laude, Sarah Miracle. Magna cum laude, Tabitha Walls. Kelly Ward. Summa cum laude, David Wolf. Summa cum laude, Gwendolyn Zumstein. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science, Alexander Arsick. Marissa Carpenter. Una Cha. Hannah Couch. Magna cum laude, Robert Cundiff. Quentin Denman. Summa cum laude, Daniel Fisher. Magna cum laude, Miles Johnson. Olivia Kinney. Justin Lance. Jay Mannion. Cum laude, Alex McCune. Fong Wen Pham. Stephanie Sarich. Tyler Sauters. Cum laude Heidi Schwanger. Sarah Stokes. Cameron Thompson. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Allison Everhart. Cum laude Anhar Fellenban. Jordan Hanshin. Cum laude Brian Johnson. Fred Johnson, Jr. Andrew Klonatic III. Magna cum laude Alexander Reed. Summa cum laude Tara Staten. Casey Whitfield. Summa cum laude Michael Wilder. Summa cum laude Thomas Wynn. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Geography, Geographic Information Sciences, Thomas Brandenstein. Christian Brooks. Benjamin Olson. Chungju Chin. Receiving the degree Bachelor of Science in Political Science, Criminal Justice, cum laude Brian Ayers. Caitlin Barker.
Cum laude Jasmine Alexis Brown.
Sarah Green. Thomas Hobson. Diamond Himes. Cum laude Anthony LaTampa. Jackson Liebler. Matthew Marshall. Colin McKendry. Cum laude Matthew McGovern. Cum laude Alexander Montvillis. Magna cum laude Michael Moon. Alyssa Myers. Jonathan Prochi. Cum laude Maria Russell. Samantha Stoom. Joshua Vargo. Brittany Williams. Receiving the degree Associate of Applied Science in Criminal Justice Technology, Alan Kasserman. Isaac Chapman. Eric Frederick Finn II. Kayla Greiser. With distinction, Christina Haley. Joseph Little III. With high distinction, Nicole Miller.
Class of 2015, it is now time to signify your new status as graduates by turning your tassels to the left side of your mortarboards. Congratulations. Graduates, no one makes this journey to this day alone. You have been supported in many ways by parents, spouses, friends, or other loved ones. In many cases, they have worked and sacrificed much to help you achieve this dream. So it's appropriate that you now acknowledge all your family members and friends who are here today. Would you please turn to the audience and express your appreciation? I now invite everyone to rise and join Catherine Miller in singing our alma mater. The words are provided on page 41 of the program.
Close beside Cuyahoga's waters, stream of amber hue, o'er old Bogdal summit's glory weaves the gold and blue. Hail we Akron sound, her praises speed them on the gale. Ever stand our alma mater, Akron hail, all hail.
Please be seated for the final portion of our ceremony. Graduates, you are now alumni of the University of Akron. I'd like to ask Mr. William Coleman, class of 2008 and 2010, and Director of Alumni Relations, to welcome you into the University of Akron Alumni Association.
Thank you, President Scarborough, and congratulations, fellow alumni. Today, we share in your celebration, for your success contributes to the collective success of our institution, our community, our nation, and our world. You have joined a global network of Akron alumni which can prove to be an invaluable resource in your professional careers. And I extend to each of you an invitation to build and strengthen our common bond, to be active in the Alumni Association, to extend the legacy of our university both near and far, and to burnish our good name with the luster of your own accomplishments. For there now exists among us an eternal linkage, and your achievements will add to the prestige of this institution. And as the University of Akron's reputation continues to rise, so too will the value of the degree you now hold. On behalf of more than 170,000 alumni worldwide, many of which are in this room today, I am pleased and very honored to welcome you as members of the University of Akron Alumni Association. Best wishes in all you do, fellow alumni, and go Zips!
The class of 2015's response will be delivered today by Alexander Looney. Before he does, allow me to tell you a little bit about Alexander. Alex graduates today summa cum laude, having earned a Bachelor of Music in Music Education degree with an overall GPA of 3.96. He graduates from both the Bookville College of Arts and Sciences and the Honors College. Alex is the School of Music Presser Scholar, was named Outstanding Undergraduate Student in Voice, was inducted into Pi Kappa Lambda National Music Honor Society, and was on the Dean's List for both colleges for 8 semesters. He served on the state board of the Ohio Collegiate Music Education Association, was president of the Akron chapters of that organization, and on the American Choral Directors Association. Alex also served as a peer mentor in the Office of Multicultural Development, participated in a field service project in music education in Portland, Jamaica this past summer, and has served as a music counselor at both local schools' performing arts summer camp. Alex has accepted a position as a long-term interim choral director at Marlington High School that begins next month. He is the son of Brian and Catherine Looney of Uniontown. Alexander, we are honored to invite you to address the fall 2015 graduating class.
Thank you, President Scarborough, and thank you, Mr. Coleman, for your welcome to the University of Akron Alumni Association. On behalf of the fall 2015 graduating class, I proudly accept your invitation to continue our relationship with our alma mater by joining the Alumni Association. It may be inevitable that when we think about our own college experiences, we tend to see them through the lens of our own major. As a music education major, I see definite comparisons between the collegiate journey and what it's like to prepare for a concert as a member of an ensemble. So let's set the stage. It's the next rehearsal after the previous concert, and ensemble members receive new repertoire for the upcoming concert. The conductor introduces each piece and leads the ensemble in sight reading each piece in its entirety. Call this the first impressions stage. I still remember the very first time I sang "I Will Lift Mine Eyes" by Jake Runestad with the UA Concert Choir. After the initial reading, I felt a spark inside my soul. I immediately made an emotional connection with the entire piece, the text, and the journey. It was similar to the first time I visited the Central Howard High School auditorium. It was there that I first read the quote from Abraham Lincoln inscribed above the stage. "I will study and get ready, and someday my chance will come." I was in 2nd grade at the time and part of the Summit Choral Society. That first impression resonated with me and still does today. Think back to your very first impression of the UA campus. What first experiences on campus shaped your collegiate experience? I remember being impressed with the campus aesthetics, the welcoming faculty and staff, and sensing a vibe that felt like excellence was fostered everywhere on campus. My first impression of "I Will Lift Mine Eyes" shaped my experience in the UA Concert Choir, and my first impression of the UA campus shaped my undergraduate collegiate experience. As rehearsals move forward, the conductor really starts to dive into the depths of the new music. This is a very tedious and rigorous process. The conductor leads the ensemble in layering notes, rhythms, tone production, dynamics, text, expression elements, artistry, and unifying the ensemble sound and interpretation. This process directly resembles the years we spent obtaining a degree at UA. Throughout our years at UA, we developed passion for our course of study, took rigorous and tedious classes, and formed lifelong bonds and relationships. We overcame obstacles and invested our whole selves in our course of study. We obtained the knowledge, tools, and skills necessary to be successful in our field. And then comes the final comparison between these experiences, the day of the concert. The ensemble arrives early for a dress rehearsal in order to review logistics, place final touches on the music, warm up, and establish mental focus. The ensemble wants to invest their bodies, minds, and souls into the performance. As the fall 2015 graduating class, we have officially arrived at the moments before the concert of life. We are the ensemble now. The door to the stage has opened, and ready or not, it's showtime. I'm sure we're all feeling a mixture of excitement, achievement, and anxiety for the next chapter. As you sit here in this moment, reflect on all the wonderful, memorable, educational, unique, and inspiring experiences you've had as a student at UA. As you step out on the stage for the concert of life, take a leap of faith, change lives, be inspiring, step out of your comfort zone, and always strive to be the best you can be. And if Abraham Lincoln were here today, we could assure him we followed his advice, still inscribed above the auditorium at Central Howard. We can proudly say, we have studied, we are ready, and our chance is here. Congratulations, fellow graduates, and go Zips.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the Akron Blue and Gold, our well-known fight song, which has come to represent so many aspects of excellence and student success at our university. I'd like to take just a moment to acknowledge the many individuals whose good work made today's ceremony possible. First, let us thank the artistry of Ms. Catherine Miller, our vocalist, Mr. Jeremy Avalos, our guitarist, Dr. Christopher Blaha, and the University of Akron Brass Choir. Their fine talents have helped make this a most memorable occasion. Will you join me in recognizing our musicians? Also like to acknowledge our university orators, Associate Vice President for Student Success and Associate Provost for Student Success, Retention University Advising, Dr. Stacy Moore, and Associate Professor of Communications, Dr. Heather Walter. Thank you so much. I also want to thank our university marshals who you see in their gold robes. These are faculty and staff members who volunteer their time to help organize and facilitate the ceremony. Thank you, marshals. Last but not least, let us also thank our interpreter, Mr. John Cedarwall, for his important efforts in signing today's ceremonies. And so we conclude our commencement ceremony on behalf of the trustees, faculty, and the University of Akron family everywhere. I wish you happiness, much success, and many happy returns to your alma mater. And to all of you, best wishes for a very happy and joyous holiday season. Thank you.
As we conclude our commencement exercises, we ask the stage party to please rise and remain standing. We ask our graduates to rise and remain standing. Guests of our graduates, please remain seated until our recessional has concluded. We also suggest that you meet your graduate in the Goodrich lobby. Thank you for attending the 216th commencement exercises at the University of Akron.